I was diagnosed when I was 21. It was very sudden onset and I was in steady employment. I was in an emergency service role, loved every minute, and I was going forward into what my end goal was actually going to be. My work, they gave me that false sense of security. They told me everything was going to be okay, that they were going to be there, I was going to have action plans, I was going to have assessments for equipment, everything. 9 months later, I got a letter asking if I could actually drive an hour and a half to a meeting, which at the time I really believed I was going to get my job back. I was going back to the normality of what I loved. It was actually my dismissal because I'd had 9 months off work with something that they had no idea of what was going on, even though they'd sent me to occupational health, and I'd been given the fit and clear by then, but they just dismissed me, and the impact that had on me at 21 was quite severe. It then sent me back into another flare-up because who's going to employ a 21-year-old that's got a disability, that can't do very much of what I used to be able to do? It then goes into the worry of how am I going to support myself? I can't rely on my family to fund my way. I feel like I didn't deserve benefits because I felt that there's people out there that were worse. But it was tough, and it still does affect me now. But something kicked in and I decided that sitting, feeling sorry for myself wasn't something that I could do. So I started looking at roles, and then you sit there and you realise, well, what roles can you do? Because, hang on, I've just been dismissed from a job and I now don't know my capabilities within a new role. So I spent a lot of time researching jobs, going, yes, I can do that. Oh, wait, no, I really can't. You need to sit, you need to think about what you're doing. I then saw a job role that was very, very similar to what I was doing previously. So I'm still within the emergency services now. I applied just at an off chance that I was going to be able to go back to what I loved, what I knew. I was helping people still, and that's what I wanted to do. Straight away, off the word go, they rang me and said, what adaptations do you need just for your interview? Well, that took me back because I was like, oh, okay, you're actually acknowledging that I'm going to need something. So my assessment day, I had a keyboard. It wasn't what I expected, but I had the keyboard, I had a mouse. They'd even got a rise and fall desk just in that interview room for my assessment. And at that point, I realised they got what I needed. They understood me. And we spent a lot of time in my interview discussing equipment that I was going to need and how they could help me. They didn't know anything about rheumatoid arthritis, so we actually had a very, very long discussion about it, and they had actually Googled it themselves before my interview, which reassured me that they were going to understand and they were going to help me. So fast forward, I'd been there, I'd done my training. My training was 8 weeks long. Within 2 days of going up into the control room, I was back in hospital. So the dread set back in. I was like, I'm going to get sacked again. What am I supposed to do? They sent me flowers as I got discharged out of hospital, and I cried because I was like, this is strange. Why is this happening? But they rang me. They spoke to my friends that had been in the hospital with me to ask how I was doing, and slowly I went back to occupational health. I'd had an access to work. I'm very lucky that I got quite a nice grant from Access to Work that covers my travel to work if I need to. I've got all the equipment now, and it is a brilliant service. I can't fault it in any way. But I was doing 12-hour shifts, and both me and my employer looked at each other and went, Kyla, you're running yourself in the ground. What are you doing? I know you love your job, but you're going to put yourself in hospital if you continue to do so. And I was like, no, I can do it. I'm stubborn. I'm young. I can do it. I really couldn't. And he then, my manager at the time, he helped me apply for my flexible working, which I now have. We established what was suitable for me. Early mornings, it's not going to work for me. So we started a later work time, shortened my hours. I'm very lucky that I can have rest breaks and go for a nap if I really want, because we know that that is what helps me. So today, they have always said that if there's any time that I need off for my appointments, things like that, they will be there. And I think it's very important for an employer to see what I am actually capable of and not what I'm not.